Okay, for today's lesson, we're going to talk about how to make ordered pairs points on a 4-point coordinate grid that looks like this. So you'll see them in science class a lot when you're graphing ordered pairs of information. So when you have an ordered pair, you have the first number, which is your x-axis number, which runs horizontally, and your second number, which is your y-axis number, which runs vertically. Your x-axis is the one in blue. Horizontal means with the horizon, so this way, like a person laying down. Vertical means like a basketball player jumps, up and down, up and down. And the vertical axis is your y-axis, which you can see here in red. Your first number is always your x-axis. Your second number is always your y-axis. Our starting place is 0, 0. That's where our x-axis and our y-axis meet together. It has no measurement. It's not positive, it's not negative on the x-axis, and it's not positive or negative on the y-axis. It's literally nothing. That's why it's our starting point. So, if you're going to make positive moves on your x-axis, it is moving to the right, just like on a number line. If you're going to make positive moves on your y-axis, it's up. And down is the opposite. If you're going to make negative moves on your x-axis, that is moving to your left. If you're going to make negative moves on your y-axis, that is moving down. These are our 4 quadrants. Quad is in 4. Our first quadrant is plus plus. That means positive x-axis and positive y-axis. That's the quadrant that most students, by the time they've hit 5th grade, have been worked in. But we're going to take a look at some of the other quadrants, like quadrant 2, where your x-axis number is negative and your y-axis number is positive. And quadrant 3, where both are negative. It's a negative x and a negative y. That means left and down, so the lower left quadrant. And in quadrant 4, we have a positive x-axis, but a negative y-axis. So, the most important points to remember when you're graphing points on a 4-coordinate grid. X-axis goes this way, horizontal. Y-axis goes this way, vertical. And we are working with ordered pairs. 2 numbers. The first number represents where to go on your x-axis. The second number represents where to go on your y-axis. So if I give you the point 5, 3. 5, 3. That means I'm going to go over positive 5 on my x-axis and up positive 3 on my y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then up 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to color in this point. I'm going to call this point A. So you can see here in quadrant 1, my point A, which is 5, 3. Of over 5 and up 3. So I'll show you a double negative. That'll be quadrant 3. We'll call that point B. And we'll say over negative 4 on our x-axis and down negative 7 on our y-axis. That is our point B. And we know it's going to be negative, negative, so it's going to be right over here. So we're going to go down or over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to our negative 4, and down negative 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll draw in the point and then we'll show you. It is in the opposite quadrant. Instead of being plus plus, it is minus minus down here, where we go over negative 4 and down negative 7. One of the things you're going to do in math class is you're going to make pretty pictures with that all the time. You're going to get a list of points, you're going to plot the points on your 4 coordinates, and you're going to use rulers to connect the points with line segments that have the 2 ending points. So you'll see a line with 2 letters underneath it, and you'll know you need to take a ruler and literally just connect it with a segment that goes between those 2 letters. When you use this in other classes like science, a lot of times what you're doing is graphing data, which I know you guys have already done this year. So remember, coordinate graphing, x-axis first, y-axis second. Remember, we start with our double zero, which is our point right in the middle.